Paul gives a lot of wisdom and encouragement in Galatians, and this is just a snippet of it. Galatians chapter 4, verse 3 through 7. So also, when we were underage, we were in slavery under the elemental spiritual forces of the world. But when the time had fully come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those under the law, that we might receive adoption to sonship. Because you are his sons, God sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, the Spirit who calls out, Abba, Father. So you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are his child, God has made you also a hire. And Paul talks about the law a lot in Galatians because there was a misunderstanding that a lot of the church teachers during the time were saying that it takes both faith in Jesus and adherence to the Jewish customs and law of the Mosaic law. But Paul brings up the argument that our faith in Jesus is what brings us redemption. The promise to Abraham was to his seed. His seed was Jesus. Jesus was the promise to the Israelites. The law came later. The law is still important. The law keeps us accountable. It shows us the sin that we are under, the sin that has a grasp on us without Jesus. But once we have Jesus, we can overcome that sin because Jesus lives within us. He lives within us. But without him, we cannot do it ourselves. We need Jesus. We need Jesus, and our faith in Jesus is what ultimately brings righteousness. Jesus even tells us his yoke is easy and his burden is light. So he wants us to reside in him in our times of trouble. He wants us to find refuge in him in our times of trouble because he can help us get through it. But without him, we cannot do it on our own. Without the power of the Holy Spirit, we cannot defeat the sin and the temptations that we face. We cannot get through them. We cannot find the other side. Alone, we are full of sin. And that is why the law is good. The law shows us that we are bound by sin until we put our faith in Jesus. And when we put our faith in Jesus, we can get through anything because we receive the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is what guides us and gets us through those trials and tribulations.